Second win of this weekend here in Styria, representing the Premier Power team from Canada, Lance Stroll. In second place for Banana Sport Racing, another podium finish for him, Callum Eilert from the UK. And in third place also for Premier Power team from Germany, Maximilian Günther. Lance, starting off with you, another straightforward affair, starting from pole position, lights to black victory. Was it as easy for you from the inside, from the driver's perspective, as it looked from the outside?
I mean, yeah, there's always a certain amount of difficulty. There's still a start that needs to go right. There's, the opening laps that need to go right. So, safety car had to, the restart needed to be right. So there was still more difficulty than it looked like. It's never easy, a European Formula 3 race. But yeah, it was a fantastic race and a fantastic weekend. Everything went right for us all weekend. We had a little hiccup in the first qualifying with traffic. But then we did the double pole and then double win, and yeah, seconds in race one, which we just picked up a lot of points, and it's a fantastic weekend. A very good race again. Like yesterday, we were able to pull the gap to P2, and then from there we just managed it. But I was just concentrating on staying inside of track limits because I know the stewards are very strict on that this weekend, as they should be. I think it's a very good rule. They're looking at that properly, and that's good. So I was concentrated on that, but I was taking corner by corner, lap by lap, very concentrated, and the car felt fantastic. So a big thank you to the whole team, and yeah, now we can enjoy a couple of weeks off, and then but we'll be concentrating on our swing very soon. So yeah.
Winning by a 5-second margin, very comfortable win. What do you think gave you the edge here over this weekend at Red Bull?
Yeah, I think first of all, like I said, it just kind of all went well this weekend. There's a lot of things that could go wrong in Formula 3. Even in pole, I made a mistake. I stalled in the first race, so that could have been a better weekend. And there's many factors that come in a weekend. So yeah, it just kind of all fell into place. But at the same time, everyone worked very well all weekend. I was driving well. The car was good. So. A team effort, that's what really made it work out this weekend.
Okay, thank you very much. Second place for Callum Eilert, representing Banana Sport Racing. Callum, tell us about your race, please.
What can I say? It wasn't really a race. It was more of a qualifying, staying in the lines, and that was that. Really, it wasn't exciting, and I think it's good that they're so controlled over the track limits, but it makes the race just not very exciting. You're 85% and makes it pretty boring to be fair. But I mean, it's good that they're being so controlled over it. But I mean, I got a warning for being that far over track limits. Okay, it's good that they're so accurate, but come on, it's like you do that 4 times and 5-second penalty. I mean, what does that gain you?
You have to put the limit somewhere.
Yeah, but that's 0.001 in a 5-second penalty.
It's not my matter to discuss, but altogether the weekend, the 2 podium finishes for you, second place in the championship. You're happy with the outcome of this Austrian race weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really good race weekend for the championship. Now I'm still second in the championship, and I put some good points in, and hopefully I can keep going. But yeah, it's been good. It's just something that needs to be improved a little bit.
Okay, thank you. Last but not least, Maximilian Günther, another podium finish for you as well. Was it as boring for you as it was for Callum?
Honestly, for me it was not that boring. I was starting P7, so yeah, I had a good start, a good first lap, gained 2 positions, and was then in P5 before the safety car came out. And yeah, after the safety car, prepared very well for the long straight to turn 2. And there I overtook the 2 guys in front of me, so I was in P3 after this move. And yeah, then I tried to close the gap to the front, which worked in many laps, but for sure in the end, yeah, my tires went a bit off for what I put into that. So yeah, for me it was a good racing overall. P3, good points, and yeah, I'm very happy for the team as well.
In the end, Ben came a little bit closer to you as well. Did you have to do a lot of work to keep him at bay, or?
No, it was always controlled for me. If you have a gap to the front, a gap to the back, it's just good if you control it, and if you, as Callum said, not risk too much with the track limit. So yeah, it was just important to keep third position and to be safe.
Obviously, with his good score over the weekend, your teammate Lance has built up a very solid advantage in the driver standings. Is the title gone for you already, or is it still on the cards?
I think we have a very long season, so yeah, in the moment I'm P3 in the championship, so it's a good position. Of course, Lance has many points at the moment, but yeah, you know, that's not a sport. You can have a good weekend, you can have a bad weekend, and there are so many points to gain. So at the moment we're in a good position, but we know there's a long way to the end of the season.
Okay, thank you very much. The action continues in 4 weeks' time at Norrisring in Nuremberg. Are there any questions to the top 3 placed drivers?
Yeah. Question for Callum. Do you have any suggestion as to potential solutions to this track limits issue in terms of things that can be done with the track design going forwards or something?
Gravel traps. It's easy as that. The thing is, as a reference at this track, it's a sausage curb. Normally in practice it was last year you ran to the sausage curb and potentially one wheel on it. You go over that, sometimes you sacrifice speed and sometimes if you're on top of it you sacrifice the speed. If you go over it, then that's track limits. But places like Zandvoort, we don't have the problem. It's grass straight away. Even if you just put you had the curb, you had grass, gravel, then a bit of tarmac, then the gravel. You solve the problem. The limit is the edge of the curb, and also the big problem here is the sausage. The gap between the sausage and the white line is bigger than the car. So, and it's meant for F1. F1 is probably a little bit wider than our cars, so they can use the sausage and still be within track limits. We can't use the sausage, and well, if we do, we're out of track limits. So. It's not designed for us, it's designed for F1, which is a bit annoying, and well, I think that should be approached a little bit different.
Any further questions? Gibt's weitere Fragen? That's not the case. Then thank you very much and see you all in Nuremberg.